Hello, my loves, and welcome to this week's reading for Capricorn. It is the week of April 10th, 2023. I highly recommend watching these for your rising and your sun sign. That way you can kind of take what resonates and leave what doesn't, since they are general readings. Otherwise, let's get right into it. If you like what I do, be sure to hit that like button, comment, share, or subscribe. It totally means a lot to me. All right, let's get right into it for Capricorn. Let's see what guidance Spirit has for Capricorn this week. What messages does our Capricorn need for the week ahead? One more. One. All right, Cap. What we got going on? We have 7 patience and planning. This is such a heavy hitter this week, I think, because we've all been like pretty existential. So really having to reassess where we're going, what we're doing. Do we need to switch things up? Do I feel burnout? Do I feel enthusiastic about where I'm headed? Are the things I'm doing on a daily basis charging me, depleting me? So you're also in that inventory space, Capricorn. And this is like really reassessing your job this week, I'm hearing, figuring out how can I do things differently. Then you have 5 emotional loss. So you're heavy on the grief right now. You might not get the clarity that you're really looking for this week because there's other things that are calling your attention, and that's okay. You know, this isn't like particularly an action week for you, Cap. You're going to have to go through these feelings. You're going to have to shed. You're going to have to release. Like, this grieving process is a necessary process. So, you know, allow those emotions to come up. And if you find that you're trying to distract yourself with work, they will still come to the surface. So giving yourself the space to grieve is going to allow you to eventually work with the energy when you have the energy, right? Don't try to force yourself to overwork or figure your life out when you are upset, when you are really going through it. Then you have 7, choose wisely. So you do have to make some decisions with work, which I'm understanding. But like I said, the grief, like the more you can allow these pockets of grief when they come up to be fully felt and expressed, like if you're feeling like out of it and just like clumsy or spacey and scattered, you need to take time that day to literally be completely freaking alone and feel those feelings fully feel them, because then once you move through them, you can have the space and clarity to make all the decisions and figure out all of the things, but you can't force your energy to be a particular way, right? So with the 7, choose wisely, like I said, you're going to have to move through those feelings before you can make this decision that you're up against. But I really think you are reassessing a lot career-wise. And you know, this card is always a reminder to recognize that the choices you make are yours. Like, you know what you're going to be happy with. You know what it is you need in life, and to make sure others' opinions aren't completely weighing on you. However, I do feel that these particular decisions do affect other people. Jesus Christ, my throat. So maybe you are in a partnership or you have a family, children, whatever. So it is important, you know, that you take these people into consideration. However, you know, just take them into consideration. Like, Spirit is like, don't be asking your mother, your brother, your friend, this, that, and the other thing, and taking their opinion more heavily than yours and the immediate people that it's affecting, okay? Because that is truly what matters, and that's already a lot to take into consideration. So, you know, I feel like you're going to have someone in your life that's really like trying to push you in a direction like, oh, I don't know if I would do that. You know, this is really going to be better, I feel like, for you. And you can respectfully be like, I appreciate your feedback. I you know, definitely appreciate this relationship and your perspective. However, like, I really need to just take into consideration like me and the immediate people this affects, you know. And then you have the 5 wisdom card. So, you know, I feel that you're going to be called to kind of like talk to somebody different this week. So it could be a reading, it could be a therapist, finding like a very unbiased person to talk these things out with. So like I said, don't really ruminate on like your friends or people's opinions that aren't directly affected by this, but also finding that like unbiased perspective could be extremely helpful. And, you know, I feel like they're going to help and ask you questions that you wouldn't really think about otherwise, right? They're going to ask you what it is that you really want. Why do you feel like making this choice would bring you in this direction? Like, it'll just help give you clarity. Then you have 9 Fulfillment of Wishes, one of the best cards in the entire deck, showing that you will get all the things that you're looking for and want in this lifetime. So it's just believing in that, right? It's allowing yourself also to, again, move through these heavy feelings and allow space for that clarity to actually come through, right? If you're so mentally charged and in your head and overthinking and giving all your energy to these stressors and worries, you're not really allowing things to come forward for you, Cap. So, you know, like I said, getting this clarity, this is kind of the biggest one that's coming up for me this week, because you do have that grief, you do have the stuff that you're shedding. You're going to need support. I want to put emphasis on like having unbiased support, right? Somebody who has no gain for which direction you go in, and, you know, is not really going to place their opinion on it. They're just going to kind of try to help you see things more objectively, honestly. So let's see, I'm going to pull one more. New beginnings. I love this. Clean slate, starting fresh, starting new. Let those emotions flow this week. If they're coming up, let them flow. Don't hold on to them. They're not something you're going to bring with you into this next chapter. You have to let them go. You have to go through those difficult feelings, even if it sucks. But I hope that that helps you this week, Cap, and gives you a little bit of clarity to what you have going on. As always, if you like what I do, hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, and check below in my description box if you are looking to book your own one-on-one reading for more guidance. And I will see you next week. Take care.